UFOs, the answers to life's mysteries. Today, my husband, Dr. Turi, will talk about his incredible UFO experiences.
You know, when I teach my student, I channel information from outspaces. And when I tell them incredible experiences, really incredible people that have incredible stories to tell the world, this is what I'm going to do today in a very short time. Extraterrestrials have been with me since the tender age of 7 years old. So, what you're looking at is what happened to me. And during those days, in 1960, there were no UFO stories. There were no television. There were no radio in my own little home in the south of France, in my little village. So nobody was there to tell me what I was experiencing every single night. And right now, I want to tell you that all that I'm saying to you is not a product of our imagination. It's very, very real. They've been with me since I am a child. To tell you the entire story will be a full movie, but I dealt with these people. There is an hierarchy of extraterrestrials, the good and the bad. The one that they dealt with in the middle of the French Alps, when I got lost with my sister as I took her to a job, were very tall, the Nordics. The experience following that meeting was absolutely incredible. The legacy and the pain endured for weeks after this meeting is something I would never wish to my worst enemy. A headache, a pounding headache, endless headache for weeks at a time. What did they do to me? Still a mystery. Let's move on in time. Let's move on to August 11, 1981. This is my brother and I. We are in the south of France. We are cruising through the vineyard, and I see this flying saucer above my head. How it comes down to be, again, is quite a long story of information which you can read, where you can maybe find a TV show or a radio show with George Norrie. These experiences are very, very real. They are not a light. They are not walking. They are ETs, face to face, dealing, talking in flesh with me. It is extraordinary. It is incredible. It is absolutely out of this world. But it's all very real. I do have better things to do than to make up stories about extraterrestrials. There is so many people that talk about UFOs. There is programs on television about UFOs. Sad reality is, show me the facts. Many of these people read about it. Many of these people heard about it. Many of these people are talking about something that was spoken about before. I am the real thing. And I'm not saying this in an egocentric point of view. I'm saying this because I have a legacy. They left me with a spiritual legacy. No, they will not give you a toy or a tool because antimatter does not agree with this dense physical world. But they can give you a spiritual legacy. In fact, August 11, 1991, that's what happened to me. This is where I end up inside a flying saucer. A long story as I'm watching my ex-wife Bridget being operated on and the fetus of our child being taken away. That's where something came down from the roof of the saucer on top of my head. That is where I felt a mixture of electricity, steel, glass, thin air, and that's where I was downloaded the cosmic code secret. That's where I became someone else. A few days later, this is what I did. Following this incredible experience, I painted my entire house with all sorts of symbols to tell you the impact that those incredible experiences have done to me and to my psyche. This is where I started to study every single thing involving metaphysics, astrology, Nostradamus, God knows what. Then I started to cruise the world. From working on Pearl Harbor and San Diego US base into construction and engineering, I am now myself talking on stage about UFOs and teaching the cosmic code secrets and making inaugural predictions. More of these experiences transpire as the year went on. This is one of my lectures in Sedona. What you can see behind me, that triangle object, is a flying saucer. And trust me, the person who took that picture cut my feet because she was so excited to see that thing in here, in the sky behind my head. Again, a magnet will not attract a piece of wood. You have to believe. You have to believe. Because the future being the reincarnation of the thought, the superconscious in time and space act as a laser beam that can alter matter and bring to you those incredible experiences. You need to believe. You need to vibrate at that level. Then goes the incredible power coming from I don't know where for me to start to write books. Not only did I write many books, every single year I produce periodicals, which is read all over the world. Then, in this periodical and in these books, you have all the major predictions that I did, printed, dated, published. Not to forget my good friend George Norrie, constantly on his public appearance or on radio, on coast to coast, with millions of people listening, he's constantly endorsing me, endorsing my work, because he knows. As a matter of fact, I did a show with George Norrie where I gave him very specific prediction about nukes in 2006, which translates of what is happening, of course, with some countries in the Middle East, especially Iran and North Korea. What you need to do, if you want to know more about what I can do about UFOs, you need to go to drturi.com and click on this link. You want some predictions, you want some proof, all you have to do is to give a good look to all this title, to all this icon, and click on these icons, because I'm telling you, this is all very real. I wrote a 500 something pages about all those details, all those experiences, which appears to be absolutely incredible. But remember, the only difference between me and anyone else is that I have a legacy. I can prove to you what extraterrestrials have left me with. And all you have to do is to go to YouTube and check all my predictions. We will talk again, because there is much more coming as far as UFOs are concerned. Goodbye everybody, please. It is all true.